Hello again, everybody, and welcome back to the New Worlds Podcast, part of the CVCS Podcast Network. My name is Mr. Jasper, and I'm the educational technologist here at the school. I am joined by Mr. Mark Robertson, as always, the English teacher who has been leading these students through the study of the book Brave New World. Today's episode comes to us from students Logan and Luke, and their episode is titled Work and Play, the Foundation of Society. Mr. Robertson, can you tell us a little bit about what Logan and Luke talk about in this episode?
Yeah, so in the novel, work is predetermined and humans are produced and organized according to their functions. So here, Logan and Luke raise questions about the impulse to standardize in modern education and how it seems to prepare us to think and work and play as two wholly different modes of life. So they ask questions like, ought one to look for fulfillment in work? Can there be any playfulness or a flow in one's work? I was so pleased that they raised these questions and are thinking so critically about notions of vocation, delight, and fulfillment.
That's amazing. Thank you again so much. At this time, of course, we're going to throw it over to Logan and Luke for their recording. So here is Work and Play, the Foundation of Society. We'll see you next time on the New Worlds Podcast.
What's going on, guys? It's Luke and Logan.
Today we're going to be talking about how work and play is a major theme in our day-to-day lives, even when we don't realize we're experiencing it.
We'll be connecting Brave New World inheritance to work and the little time they have to play and take a break from the working life. What do you think about creating humans to do specific jobs and functions in society?
You know, it's crazy to imagine a society in which we're created as babies to have like a certain role in society. But then again, I guess we're going to school and being brought up in the educational system, so that's kind of taught us to do certain jobs in society and like work for yourself or either somebody else. I know it's like not that extreme like Brave New World, but in a sense it feels like growing up we're kind of taught to work for people. I don't know, what's your take on this?
Honestly, I think you're right. Like, it's weird that like people are making babies in factories for certain roles, and like it's crazy, but like I see the point in which having certain roles for certain people can, like, you know, creates a well put together society and stuff.
Yeah. But like, I mean, the people aren't allowed to like choose what they want to do or be and like who they want to become in life. Everyone's kind of stuck where they are in life and there's like no moving up or down.
Yeah, I mean, it's true, but like the people can be happy. Like the epsilons, they're happy. The betas, I don't know, I guess it's like kind of like the middle class, so they're just kind of content. But like I guess it's like true, because like only the people that only like really benefit like a flourishing life are probably like the alphas and the world controllers. I don't know. I guess you're right.
All right, so let's talk about how the workforce today is different from the workforce in Brave New World.
All right. Honestly, like the image of a person working in Brave New World is very different from how we see like having a job in our society is. Like, it's a profession that you can't get rid of or change because, like, you know, your social class, like, is where you're made. Like, it's like you're stuck there, you know? Like, if you have that job, you can't, like, do what you want to do or become who you want to be. You're made for that, like, specific function, and if you can't successfully do that task, like, they'll just, like, make another person of you, I guess.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, and like the workforce today is totally different from that. I mean, today in society, you can pick whoever you want to be. You can chase the fame, you can chase money, you can chase happiness. Like, honestly, in America, you can do whatever you want, giving you free will to do as much as you want. Either work, play, as much of it as you really desire.
Yeah. I mean, is it like can you though? Like, I don't like really think in America, like, I guess like you have all the free will to choose what you want to be, but like only the people who really sacrifice their time and effort can succeed in those things. Like, you can have as much playtime as you want, but like, is it gonna provide for you or your family? Like, it's not like a sustainable like thing. If people like, you know, had a specific job that they had to do and they're born into that thing, like I feel like so much more of society would be more content with like how much like they made or like what they're doing, because they knew no matter what they can't really like, I guess, move up in society. But I guess, like, as their, like, class, they're, succeeding. But I just think that if this, like, was in society where people had their, like, one job, like, I think it would be a lot more smoother.
Totally.
Do the people in Brave New World, like, do they truly know how much time they're sacrificing for both work and play?
I mean, honestly, I think that the people in Brave New World know when they, like, have time to play. But I also think that some people growing up in that society, that work is kind of play as well. So work for them is kind of just something you were made to do, and there's no really getting around that. And if they're, like, sad or depressed or, like, don't really want to go into work, they can just take Soma and immediately feel better.
I mean, that's true, but, like, in the passage it was saying, like, that Epsilon lift worker, he didn't like his job. I mean, I don't know if he was, like, able to, like, really comprehend, like, if there's other jobs. But, like, he didn't like his job. He was, like, too stupid to be able to do any other jobs. But, like, when he was on the roof, he was so happy, right? And, like, that was his peak of his day. Like, I guess you could say that was, like, almost his playtime. But, like, when he saw the roof, he was, like, super happy. And then right when the lift went down, like, right when he had to take the lift down, he went into, like, a stupor, almost like kind of like a depressed state, like a non-conscious state, where he's, like, basically just, like, a machine doing, like, work and, like, nothing else. Like, I don't understand, like, how that's, like, the difference between work and play. Like, he's basically just doing work all the time, but he doesn't know, like, that it's play.
Yeah, I totally agree. Like, I guess that's kind of one example for, like, the people in that society that they know the difference between work, but, like, it's a small percentage of the people in society that actually do Epsilon work. And, like, even though they have to do bad jobs, they're kind of too stupid to know that they are doing bad jobs, and that they know that they could eventually have a better life than they have now.
I mean, I kind of see that point, honestly. Like, the people are either, like, made so that they can just do, like, really bad jobs, and they're just, like, too stupid to know that they're doing a bad job.
Yeah.
And, like, I guess they are either made too stupid to not ask questions, but they can still do good work, or they're made too stupid to where they just don't know the difference between, like, a good job and having, like, a flourishing life.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, I guess that's, like, how everyone's just so content and stuff. Like, they just know nothing more, they know nothing less, I guess.
Yeah.
In today's society, like, people know when they're working. I mean, I guess if you have, like, a good job that you, like, really love, like a football player or, like, a baseball player, someone that, like, really loves their job, like, I guess that's, like, one way of being, like, bringing work and play together.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, most people in today's society, like, work is work. There's nothing else. Like, you're either going to work or you're not, It's, like, work and play are two very separate things, And I guess, like, what are some examples of, like, how work can be into play, or how work and play can come together?
I feel like if it's something that you love and that you, like, have a passion for doing, that, like, at the end of the day, even though you are working, it feels like play. So essentially you don't feel like you're working. A lot of people, they just work. They work for the weekend. They don't really, like, take time to kind of pursue what they want to do and what they enjoy doing. They do something that gets them being able to provide for their family at the end of the day. And
paycheck.
Yeah, paycheck. So, I mean, they really just work just to be able to play later on. But I feel as if you can find something with a passion that you love doing and it's providing for you and your family, then I feel like that's it's a sweet spot.
I agree with that. If you, like, love what you're doing, then you get paid to do something fun, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, I guess another thing, me and Luke actually work together, you know. Work is work. I enjoy it sometimes. I don't. I just do it because, it's something you have to do and get experience for. But I think because Luke is my coworker, I believe that when we're together, we're on the same shift or we're doing the same thing, it makes that fun aspect of work,
Totally.
It makes me, like, want to enjoy work. It makes me, like, go into work, like, oh, let's go. Luke's working today, and it makes that so, like, we can, like, kind of, I don't know, play within work.
Yeah, kind of mess around a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. It's like, I feel that if some people can find that sweet spot to where work and play can be interchanged with each other, they can work together with each other, I feel that, like, that's really the sweet spot. You can, have fun doing work.
I feel like if everybody in, like, the society found that niche and that, like, sweet spot that they really, like, desire and want to do for work, that, like, there wouldn't be any complications throughout the whole society. I mean, if everybody's having fun working, making money, and isn't working for the weekend, then I feel like that'd be more a perfect society rather than everybody's created to do a certain job.
Yeah, I think, like, people do, like, kind of, I feel like most society just works to get money, to pay their bills, pay for their family and stuff like that. But, like, I totally agree with that. Like, if people really found that sweet spot where work came to play, or, like, like, work was play, I think everyone would be more content and happy with their life. I mean, like, I kind of see how in Brave New World that is almost, like, the same thing. Like,
yeah, it's, like, the main goal.
It's the main goal. It's, like, people go to work to, find that play. And in Brave New World, work is almost play. Like, they don't really know anything else. Like, they have that one job for the rest of their life, and they can't change it. It's just, that is work. But is it work? Like, do they think it's work? Like, I think maybe they're so, like, content with, like, I don't know, taking Soma or not knowing anything else that, like, that is play for them.
Yeah, totally.
Hey guys, thanks for listening to our podcast on how work and play in Brave New World relates to our society today.
New Worlds is a production of the Capistrano Valley Christian Schools podcast network. Capistrano Valley Christian Schools is a Christian JK-12 school in San Juan Capistrano, California. For more information, please visit cvcs.org. Finally, if you have any questions or comments about our podcasts, please email podcasts@cvcs.org. Thank you again so much for listening, and be sure to subscribe to the feed to stay up to date with us.